Hi everyone. Happy Friday.
Woo-hoo.
Friday.
Yay.
Friday.
Friday.
And I'm telling you, we were just chit-chatting about how beautiful the weather is in
some areas.
in Danny Shay's world.
Yeah. It is sunny out. It's a bit brisk. I thought it was a little cold, but then Debbie tells me she's going tobogganing after the show, because how much snow are you getting?
Well, I mean, they said upwards of 18 inches, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's snowing, you guys. It's like whiteout snow here right now.
That's crazy.
I can't see across the.
Wow.
and there you have it. And Kim is having beautiful weather where she's.
It is. It's about 80 today, but also it is kind of the first really warm day we've had. It's been pretty chilly for this time of year. So
okay.
There you go.
I know. I've been walking the dog at night in my full winter coat with a scarf. That's how the wind has just been brutal.
Wow. The wind is brutal. Libra lady says it's 89 in Michigan today.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And 92 in North Carolina.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh, that's hot.
Isn't that so bizarre to be so different? And
yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Anybody in Death Valley? How hot is it there? Just asking.
Well, it's 93 in Tucson.
93 in Tucson, yeah.
Oh.
He's pretty close over there to Death Valley. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Oh, Jersey's getting hot, too. Wow. That's not normal. We're not having normal weather. Of course, we all read on that before. We all said that it was not going to be normal. But anyways, other than the weather, how are you guys doing?
Good.
Me, excellent.
Very, very good.
So happy to be with you all, because we haven't, and this is, we were talking about, I was talking to Kim saying this is the first time that we've actually read together. I was on your show last year, 2 years ago, I think, but we didn't really read. So this is going to be exciting.
Yes, like a clash of the Titans.
Can you believe that?
Who knows what could happen?
Who knows? Who knows?
So, so 114 in Death Valley today.
100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I missed my camping season in Death Valley this year, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. So, y'all, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the family. So just go ahead and post any questions you have in the chat, and we'll star them and put them in order as they come in. They just go straight into order and everything. So any questions, you just throw them down on Mercury retrograde. Yes. Yeah. I will. She says, watch Denise Segal's video on Mercury retrograde. Well, I can tell you, Kim and I were experiencing that the other day. That's no joke.
No, it's no
joke.
I'm going to buy a computer and a car. Is that a bad idea?
That's a great idea.
Great idea. Right in the middle of Mercury, buy a computer and a car.
Yeah, because I didn't think one would be enough. I thought I needed both to like.
just diving right into the deep end.
Oh yeah.
You will not beat me.
I'm stronger than you, Mercury. Testing the fates.
Thank you for all those questions coming in. I am starring them. But now, Kim, you were on last night. What was something that you read on that you thought, oh, I'd love to know what other readers are getting on this?
Well, I know some people won't read on the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp
Oh, yeah.
thing. I read on that. It was very interesting. It was very interesting.
I've read on that. So
Okay, because
Oh,
and
right
you know, my guides are not, and cards are not judgmental. You know, they just give it to you straight. They just tell you, and so it never comes out as mean or angry or bad. If I was talking about it, it might come out a different way. But so it was very interesting. So that was interesting, and I also. I'm so curious about Roe v. Wade in terms of who is going to be in the court when that comes down, because I keep getting, I want to say Thomas leaving, but I keep, about several months ago, before all of this Ginny Thomas stuff happened, I kept getting that he was going to leave to take care of his wife, which was weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now this has all happened, and I keep getting the same thing, but I don't know if maybe he'll have to I don't know. So I don't know, but I'd just be curious about that too.
Okay.
So those two things, I thought I'd love to hear what other readers are saying about that.
Yeah.
Because it's what I keep getting, and at the same time I'm like, but it makes no sense. He's so adamant about being on the court and being involved in this that there's no way he would step down, but I keep getting like he has to go. So
Danny, have you read on that? Have you read on those?
He has to go.
Have you read on those two characters, Danny?
I have not read on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because it's very sad, because I just read a news article that Amber Heard's contract got canceled from Aquaman 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. How's that movie going to survive without her?
How are we going to survive without Aquaman 2? That's
the question that we.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's and I don't mind reading on them. I was I was going to say it's just such an S show, but I think that might be too much of a pun. It's crazy that it is going through the courts and all this dirty laundry is on TV. It's just awful. But
yeah. Well, and a lot of lessons about, because in my reading yesterday, my guides were saying like there were a lot of lessons for all of us about the grass isn't always greener, about image, that you don't know when somebody puts a picture on Instagram, you really don't know what's happening behind the scenes. There's no reason to be kind of jealous or envious of other people. Don't judge, basically. A lot of lessons, if we're open to it, a lot of lessons to be learned from just being the observers of this S show, like you said. It's playing out in public for a reason. Otherwise, it wouldn't be.
Right, and there's such judgment over all of these celebrities, and
yes,
I don't know if they sign up for it when they originally start out, but certainly they can back away from it, and they don't need to be that crazy involved. But
right. Yeah. And somebody asked, why is it being streamed? I agree. With stuff coming out, you think who would want, but they both think they're right? So they both think it's going to hurt the other one to have this out playing out in public, and it's not going to help anybody. That's for sure.
It's not going to help the Aquaman franchise. I'm devastated. I'm devastated.
Well,
yeah,
it is devastating. We'll probably get over it at some point, Danny, but
I think
it will take time.
I'm working through it. It's Mercury retrograde, so hopefully by the end of Mercury retrograde, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll hope that
Yeah, I do feel, a lot of people, it's really given a lot of people some distraction from reality, uh, even though it's real for them, for Amber and what's his name. But it's it's like reality TV, and people love reality TV. It takes them away from their own stuff. So I have heard from people that would never have watched this before, and they are just addicted. And I think it's just because of everything else going on, and it gives them an opt out of this for a minute.
Right.
The
The news has been so heavy, particularly since the invasion. It's been very, very heavy, and I think even though it's sad and it's kind of weird, it's still not as it is kind of a more entertainment than the news that has been in our face and everybody, everywhere you go, everybody's talking about it, so you can't kind of get away from it. So I think it's just like you said, a shift in just something else, anything else.
So
right. And I can't believe how long it's lasting, because I keep thinking it's going to be over. And then I see another thing pop up on my news feed, and I do not follow it except for the headlines, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's just nuts.
I know.
It is nuts.
I haven't seen any. I don't even know where it's at, although I have read on it a couple times because people ask, but it's a very cold reading. And it's like, well, here's kind of the messaging, it's already a win for Johnny Depp. He just wanted to get his truth out there to the public. And so that's a win, whether he gets any of that money, maybe a part of it, but it's not going to kind of play out the whole way, like that kind of thing. I don't know all the details, but I just know that for him, just sitting there and being able to say his truth is a win.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I got on it, Kim.
Yeah.
And the thing too is, it's not going to help. It's not going to help either one of their careers. But Amber Heard, I think her career is just done.
Done.
Nobody's
going
to. She'll have some B movies or something. I think Johnny Depp will still do what Johnny does because he's so charismatic, and I think he just likes to play music now. So, but I don't think it's going to hurt him as much as it's hurting her.
Yeah,
correct.
I think you're right.
That's exactly what I think. That's what I got. Oh, and the other one what was the other?
Thomas, just Thomas. Terrence Thomas. Is he going to last much longer, or is he going to be around for Roe?
Let's just go ahead and kind of.
Yeah.
I know you read on it already, but I can kind of check in with this.
Thomas going to be around.
So if someone can just write out Thomas's name in the chat, and I'll put it up so we have it at least marked, that'd be awesome.
And from my understanding, when they read and you're talking about when they read the opinion in, was it late June or July?
Right. Well, they actually are voting on Roe. Yeah. Or, voting.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, thank you, you guys.
Okay.
Awesome.
Clarence Thomas.
All right.
Will he be around when they decide? Oof.
Okay, I am going to throw on this as well, but what I'm seeing here is it's like he's being tapped on the shoulder to step away due to, I think because of this S show going on with his wife. I think it's going to increase something. It's going to kind of become a little bit more, it's going to explode a little bit more. than what we are even seeing today.
Yeah.
He's going to be tapped on the shoulder. They just can't have that. But I'm going to throw because I want to make sure that because that's kind of what I would want to see happen, you know?
Yeah. I think she might get subpoenaed.
Okay.
I think she might get a subpoena.
Yeah. I didn't get a clear yes or no. I got that he's just being torn apart. I don't think I'm using the wild unknown, and I really don't think that card is a good one for him.
No, that's
It
not
means
very positive.
it's just that he's being torn apart, like kind of like from the inside, dissected almost. And it's let me rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Clarence Thomas going to.
Yeah, because of his connections. You know how they call each other's best friend or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I love my guides. So here you have the coffin and him. So I do see this ending coming for him, like this, and because of some documents or news or something that connection to his best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So you have that legal coming in, and you see this coffin, and he's on the way out there.
That would be something.
So that's kind of backing what I was being shown as well. With that document there, that's more of a tap on the shoulder there. It wouldn't.
Right.
I don't see it. I don't see it to do with health. I see it to do with his best friend.
Right. And that's the thing that was, and that's kind of how reading is until you have context, because I kept getting he would leave because to take care of his wife.
Oh yeah.
But now the context is whatever, to because of his wife, or to whatever, maybe she has, I don't know, maybe she spins out and he does have to take care of her. I don't know, but that's how it felt like I was taking care of my wife. So it's interesting when you get context. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Lover's card too on the internal position. Okay. So it is like he is going to be taking care of her. It's really interesting when I did 2 pulls, and in each pull the challenge card was the Sun card, illumination, and in the potential near future it was the Emperor card. And the Emperor card threw me because it's like to me, the Emperor card's not leaving. He's not going anywhere. He's reached the top. No one's pushing him off the throne because he's the Emperor. No one's challenging him. Right. So I decided to read it, just pull it a little further. And so in the potential near future, yes, he is the Emperor. Yes, he is staying. But as we move on in the spread, I got the Lover's card, and he's got to make the 2 of Swords choice, which is a blind decision on which way to go. His hopes and fears card is the 8 of Cups, walking away. So I think he's going, should I walk away? He's in that decision where he's got to make this. And the final outcome is the Daughter of Swords. And just as a clarifier, I pulled the Queen of Swords. And to me, this is saying that there's going to be some new information that comes out, Ginny Thomas possibly, about his best friends. And then the big sword comes in and says, time for you to walk away.
That was the 8 of Cups right there.
Yeah, 8 of Cups.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And I did get the 10 of Swords at the top of the reading.
Oh, wow.
These cards are not good
great.
for him.
No.
And the 10 of Swords in this deck, they are stabbed in him. So I think his lover's actions, his best friend's actions.
His best friend, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are stabbing him, are cutting him up. And so it's, I don't see him staying. The cards say he's not staying.
Yeah, I agree. And we have balance destroyed due to her actions. And so change is a-coming.
Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, Marie. Last year, choose her or retire. Yeah. So, all right.
Gosh. That's very interesting. And somebody just wrote too that she had paid for the buses, and he knew all this, right? He knew all this, and it's unbelievable how sure they were going to get away with this. They didn't have a plan for the aftermath. They really didn't. They didn't cover anything up. They have all their texts. They have all their, you know what I mean? It's like they just thought they were going to get away with it. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's confounding. Well, they always have. But we are in different times now. So
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And
overly
it's
confident.
It's kind of like, the Teflon Don, he gets away with so much because of how he talks, how he doesn't, really put himself right on the line. Other people took that as, oh, we can do anything, but they don't cover it up like he does. And I think they were just so blatant about it that I think it is going to come back and bite them, but not Biden, but bite them. And I just wish it would happen a little faster, but I understand truly why it's not. Because I think we needed that time away so that we can be more objective about the legal thing instead of saying, oh, it is a witch hunt. It's this.
Right.
So let's just process all of this. But dang, it's taken a long time.
Yeah.
It really has. It's taken a long time. And I do think now that the Justice Department is getting stuff from the January 6th Commission, I feel like they are kind of letting them do some of the work for them so that they don't have to waste the resources. And I think that's probably pretty smart, but like you said, it's taking a long time. It's really nerve-wracking.
because we've seen it. All of us in this community have seen what's been going on and are just disgusted with it. And it's like they see it too, but they have a different level of proof. And, if you're going to put somebody on trial, certain trials, you have to have, all jurors agree to that. And if you get one MAGA person in there that's going to throw a wrench in the works, and I'm sure Merrick Garland had a lot of MAGA people in his area that he had to get out of there. So you have to be careful.
Yeah,
for sure. Now he's had his hands full the moment he got in there. So yeah, for sure.
He can still move faster though.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna send him a can of Red Bull or something. Drink a couple of these.
Exactly.
he literally, his energy can do like wheelies around my energy, I tell you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine too.
But we can continue to send him love and light and all that. Shout out to Mark here. Hi, Mark. Spirit Whisperer. Please go check out his channel, guys.
Hey, Mark.
All right. Going down the list now. We only have 22 questions to get through.
Oh.
Do you have your Red Bull?
You can do that.
Yeah.
Kim has her.
I've got a Diet Coke, so I've got some caffeine at least.
All right.
All I have is just my glass of tequila, and
oh, good.
I'm measuring it, one shot for each question. So
Great.
By the time we're done, he'll be flat on his face will be on the desk.
Oh, I'm not a wimp. Oh no. I can handle these questions.
All right. Yay. Okay. Oh, Deb Z says, share some of that.
You'll be very disappointed when you taste it. It's water.
Oh.
It tastes
like my tequila water.
Probably just like what I have in here, huh, Danny?
Yeah. What's that?
Water. It tastes just what I have in here, water.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tina. So apparently Kim's the only one juicing up tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, hi, Tina, and thank you for the question. So will Bill Barr dish on 45 to the Jan 6 committee? Will Bill Barr spill the tea, dish, turn, whatever you call it? Thank you, Lisa, for posting Spirit Whispers channel. Thank you. All right. So everybody's saying Diet Coke, my addiction too, Kim.
No.
All right. Okay.
I get he's been talking to them. It's just we know now. He's been talking to them.
Is it then selective talk?
Info.
Is he giving everything, or is it bits and pieces, only what he wants to give? That's kind of what I'm getting while I'm shuffling, that he's not giving everything.
I feel like he's backing up from this. He wants nothing to do with this. He wants to be completely separate from this. So I feel like he's giving them whatever he has that they want. He wants to be able to give them because he wants nothing to do with this. I just heard legacy. So something about his legacy he wants to preserve or fix or not have it affect.
Yeah, absolutely, Kim, I'm backing you up on that. He wants to get completely away from this, from his name on this.
Mm-hmm.
I do see that he is offering that connection, that bridge of information, albeit it may be watered down slightly, like Danny was tapping into a little bit there. Mm-hmm. However, it's enough. It's enough. But he is absolutely shining light on information, and because he wants change and he wants to get away from it, and he is absolutely being that bridge of information coming in. And here you have it, the letter, the information. And but he is being discerning about that information that he gives.
Mm-hmm.
What is this connection to a woman? I mean, this card came in, and I'm not sure why or how or what, but
what card is that?
The woman card.
Oh.
So I don't know if there's something about extra information about in regards to a woman or something, but I don't know.
It's interesting. I have the Queen of Cups in the external position.
Okay.
So I do have a woman, but to me that signified, and that's the card there. So there is something in the cup that he has, but he is I still get that he's being selective. However, I agree with both of you all. He wants to be away from this. He got pretty cut up with the 5 of Swords in this deck. To me, it's not about winning at any cost. It's just about the battle that he went through left him a lot of scars. But in the potential near future, he wants to fly away from the darkness as much as possible. Right. I did get at the top of the reading, of course, is the devil with his feet on fire. I do have in the final outcome the High Priestess card with a clarifier of temperance. So I think he is.
Don't you love when that happens?
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification.
I know. Thank you. That was really good. But I did get that he is going to be, he is going to be a little, he is going to hold some things back, but he's going to balance it out and give enough that he needs to give. And maybe what he's holding back is stuff so that he doesn't get into any more trouble. And but I think he's giving enough information. He wants to. He wants his name to be cleared with this judgment card.
It was just a bridge too far, because he's one of those guys who would walk up to the line, kind of like who was the first DOJ guy that the little Southern guy, what's his name?
Yeah, I see his face.
Yeah,
his face, but
like him. It's like they kind of would walk up to these lines, but they wouldn't quite cross them and do something illegal. They just barely walk up to the line, and it was just a bridge too far for him, because he did awful stuff while he was there, but it just wasn't technically illegal.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, he did just Jeff Sessions. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
People are saying that there may be some, protecting of his daughter that's going on. Also, people are connecting him to Ghislaine or Ghislaine.
I got legacy, so maybe that's his daughter.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking it was Higgs' legacy, but I'm thinking maybe maybe they were saying that's his legacy, so he wants to protect it. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, y'all have such great names for these people.
I know. They do. I mean, I don't even know Keebler.
I know.
I know.
Where do you get them all? Okay. Okay. Sharon O'Brien. Hi. Who will win the election for governor of Pennsylvania? Mastriano or Shapiro?
So I did read on this last night.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what I got, but then you guys just say what you got. But I've got Shapiro would win and Mastriano would put his foot in his mouth. There's something he's going to slip up or say that people don't like. And apparently I guess he does have a big mouth. I really don't know either of these people, but Pennsylvania is a weird one. They're have very, very, very red areas and those blue areas as well.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know either one of these very well, so this is really cold for me. Yeah. But I'm going to pull 3 on each.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Hey. I know. I looked over your shoulder and saw what you were doing.
I know. You're like,
I'm going to do that.
Doing 3. I'm going to do 3 too. Um,
Oh. Man, I don't have good cards for either one of them. Who's the Democrat? Who's the Republican?
Shapiro is the Democrat and Mastriano is the Republican.
Okay.
so, and Mastriano has been in the position. Is that correct? Do you know?
Oh, someone just said Mastriano is a Q member
And was
at the January 6th.
Okay.
At the January 6th thing.
anyways, I feel like he's trying to remain in the position.
Okay.
And I feel like he's trying to juggle a lot of different things. That if I threw more cards on him, I feel he's shady. But we kind of know that now.
Yeah.
Wants to criminalize. Yeah. So he's trying to balance, like, it's almost like I don't know if he has enough backing, or the money's not coming in for him, or all these things are coming back in to haunt him. But we have the emperor coming in reverse for him. So I feel like he's losing that throne. That's why I thought he's been in here. And I think I've read on this before and pretty much got the same stuff, that he's not going to be able to pull it out. The other guy has to work harder. Like Shapiro's really going to have to, he has to hit the ground, and he has to really get out there, work a little bit harder. But I see he has the sun. Even though there's a lot of work and kind of an uphill road for him, the sun and the end there. But it's not going to be easy, because I have the sun and the moon next to each other, and so things are tough. But because of things that are going to, because of Mastriano's deception and what he's been involved with, I feel like that's going to help Shapiro in the end.
Okay. Yeah, people are shouting that Mastriano is not in right now.
Okay, so he's not.
It's fine. we just don't know these candidates very well. It's okay.
Okay.
Right.
So
we're not in Pennsylvania.
Either way, he thinks he had it. Okay, then if he's not there, he thinks he had it, but he's not. Like, in the end.
Yeah, overconfidence is like it's something a trait they all possess, is that overconfidence, right?
Yeah.
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 Has he never been in office ever before? Or not? It just seems weird.
People are just saying how awful he is. But they're not happy with him at all. They don't like him at all. He just won the primary, I guess, to run. And he's just a kind of a nut.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see him winning. I think even when I read on him before, I didn't see him winning either.
Yeah.
So the cards that I got, they're kind of a mixed bag. I'm not sure if I was basing a vote on these cards that I think I'd vote for the Green Party. But
Yay.
for Mastriano, I got the Father of Wands. And when I pulled this just tells me, I mean, it's a cobra snake. He's about ready to strike. He's not a nice guy. He's got a lot of secrets in the Son of Cups that are going to be coming out. And then I got the Nine of Swords reversed again. So I just don't, from these cards, this would not be somebody I'd play poker with.
Mm-hmm.
The Shapiro guy, he's got the 9 of Pentacles. So does he have, it feels like the other guy has more money than he does, but anyway, he's got the 9 of Pentacles. He also has the 9 of Wands, which is the challenge and the uphill climb it takes to get there. And then the last card I got is the 5 of Pentacles, which is, which is loss. So maybe I didn't shuffle enough. I don't know.
Mimi says you need a different deck.
Okay. I'm burning this deck, Mimi. How about that? I'm just gone.
I read on someone yesterday, and they showed that he lives in a glass house. Like, you shouldn't be throwing stones because he lives in a glass house. Like, he has secrets that he's hiding. And I can't remember if this was when you said that, Danny. It just made me remember that. I don't remember who it was. It might have been him.
Oh, Shapiro?
Mastriano.
Mastriano.
Yeah. But I can't remember. I know it was. Oh no! Was it? Who was it? Maybe somebody can remember if they were on my channel last night. Because I can't. I have such a hard time remembering when I read. I just don't. It doesn't. I don't. It just comes through. It doesn't really like stay or stick or anything.
Connie,
really think about it.
Mastriano, that you were reading on Mastriano at the time.
I think. Well, I read on other people. I read on some of the people.
Oh, okay. So does this? Marie says it was the church guy. Did you read on a church?
Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it was the guy. Yeah,
Locke.
Yeah, that's him.
Right. Frida says Locke.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, now it's coming back to me. You're right. Yeah, I could just when you said that, Danny, I couldn't remember who it was, but somebody that I read on last night was like, "Yeah, you live in a glass house, dude. You should not be throwing stones." So. Right.
And the thing when we're reading these energies, somebody told me that I need a new deck and I need to burn it. Well, I said I'll burn it, but this is just a reminder that we have to be informed and we have to go out and vote. We can't not be part of this process and expect it just to turn out right. We have to do some work on it. So.
And that's so true, because I keep feeling like this is really, it shouldn't be a close race at all from what we're, with these energies. But I feel like with Shapiro, you also got the 10 of Wands for him, right? Because he has an uphill road on this. This is not easy. This is not going to be easy. When the outcome for him on my throw was the moon, that means it's still up in the air.
Yeah.
It's like leaning towards him. He's the right candidate. He had that sun. So yes, the energy is saying yes, him, but the outcome is not, it's solid yet. So we need to get out there and vote. So who's ever there, please vote if you want him in.
Yeah.
And it's partly because you have one side playing by different rules. We still play by the rules and try to tell the truth. And you have another side that will just say anything. They don't care if it's even halfway true, and they will cheat. So you've got two different playing fields too. So yeah, in races where it shouldn't even be close, it's probably going to be close because it's not an equal playing field at all.
Yep.
I switched decks if that will make people happier.
We'll be happy.
And the final outcome, I'm just going to put the final outcome card out there.
Okay.
I could put the second one, and that was death, but I'm not going to do that. I got the King of Cups.
Okay, good.
Oh,
so can I keep this deck? Is that a good?
That's a good one. Keep
That's a good one.
And the question I asked, and again, I did get, just to let you know, the struggle that it's going to be moving up. And the question was, will Shapiro be in the governor's mansion? And so I got that the Joe Biden card is in the potential near future is going to help him get there. So I would take that.
All right. Mimi says, yes, Danny, thanks. Yay. All right. Okay. Vote, vote, vote.
I really like that deck too. Now I can't use it anymore.
Well, I can. I have mine right here. I'll use mine for you, okay?
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So where did that go? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh.
Hi, James, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
When you think about it, Democrats and January 6th committee are like Mystery Inc. We have the mystery near solved, and now to unmask the villains. If only the GOP will call us meddling kids. Now I have to watch Mystery Inc. again.
That's a Scooby-Doo reference, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love it. So the GOP will call us meddling.
Those meddling kids.
Those meddling kids, but
Yeah,
they
I
always
think
win in the end, right?
I think they have a different word, a different label
Yes,
for us.
absolutely.
Than meddling kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, different verbiage for sure.
So we have a lot of Bill Barr questions here. Did we answer any of these? Will Bill Barr testify before the January 6th? We feel like he's already been giving information. Yeah. So, and I don't think he's doing. He's not doing the 5th. He hasn't been pleading the 5th. I feel like I feel like we answered this one, right?
Right.
I thought we did. I was reading on, if he would, what he would say during the January 6th. Okay. So I think he will.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frida. Thank you.
So will his testimony help? I feel like it's helped, and I feel like it already has helped. I feel he's really offered that bridge like we were talking about. So anything else on, there were so many questions on him. I thought, well, I better make sure.
I feel like he armed himself with something. So I feel like he either kept something or has something that like clears him. It almost feels like notes, but
interesting.
It could be recordings or something like that, but it comes across like it's written. But it's kind of like it clears him of any wrongdoing. So I feel like he feels free to talk. Like I didn't do any of this stuff. I did not sign off on anything. I didn't do anything. And I feel like he has the proof to show that. So I feel like he feels pretty confident that he can go in and just say what he knows, because he didn't do anything illegal, technically wrong.
But isn't that part of the problem with these guys, is that they go, oh no, I didn't do anything wrong. I feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Yet they did.
Right.
And now they're getting caught.
Exactly. Well, and wrong are two different things, right? For us, wrong is just, doing the wrong thing. For them, it's illegal. It has to be like absolutely illegal. Ironclad illegal, because otherwise they'll just squirm their way out of it like they do. And but this time they did illegal things. They did.
So I kind of understand now. I guess he's been called to formally go before the committee. And so that makes sense. I did do a little throw on this. I don't want anybody, and before we get into the throw, what I was being shown is, don't be, I don't want to be illusioned to think that you're going to see him and he's all different and we're going to go, oh, we kind of like him. No, that's not going to happen. No, he's still going to be an ass, and he's still going to have that whole attitude that he carries, and be kind of like, well, he's not just throwing down the papers and handing it over. You're still going to see some of that attitude that just irritates you, or me anyway. So
Right.
I do feel we're going to see that. However, he is going to come with some powerful information against the devil, in regards to the devil. And we know who that is, right? Yeah, he's still not a good guy. But he is going to bring light to a lot of stuff. But I'm not going to watch it because he just like I can't watch 45. I can't watch him.
Right.
Just
Yeah, no.
These two. They just.
Well, and his thing is that the way he's different from other Trump people is that he will not go down for Trump. He's going to preserve himself and whatever legacy he thinks he has, or his daughter. But there are other people that will just go down for Trump. I don't know how he gets them to do it all the time, but they do. But he isn't one of them.
And
But
what's going on with his daughter? You keep mentioning this. I don't know.
So his daughter worked in the White House.
Oh.
And one of the family here will let us know exactly where she worked, but she worked in the White House while all this was going down.
Right. And Rudy Giuliani's son also worked in the White House, right?
Mm. That's right.
This nepotism, and they're always saying that that we're the ones with the nepotism. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ivanka, Jared, everybody else's kids.
Everybody
So
else.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
His daughter is in the DOJ. Is in now the DOJ? Or she worked with him in the
IRS. She was in the
DOJ. She was.
Okay.
I'm like, ugh. Yeah.
All right.
So Little Sparrow Terror says she always gets cards in cards with him. So she often gets those two together. That's interesting. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. There we have it. So we kind of can have an idea of what we're going to see with him. All right. Mary. Hi, Mary. Will we ever know if Pope John Paul I was murdered? And if he was, who did it and why? Ooh, mystery.
Mystery. Pope John
a whole other lane.
First.
Pope John Paul I. When was it?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look it up. Pope John Paul. Okay, so so Pope John Paul was the head of the Catholic Church and the sovereign of the Vatican City from August 26, 1978 to his death 33 days later. So he was there for 33 days.
He got a lot accomplished, I bet.
Yes.
33 days.
So is among the shortest time in history since 1605.
Wow.
Okay, so he was found dead in his bed with reading material and a bedside lamp still lit.
And there's an article that said a mobster, Anthony Raimondi, claims he helped kill John Paul I.
Okay, so some theories going on out there.
Yeah.
Of course, how they posed it was most likely a heart attack. But let's take a look.
John the First. 33 days. John.
So I'm getting something with medication. Either he needed medication or didn't, or was on medication and didn't get medication, or something with medication.
Or his medication was switched.
Or switched. Yeah, I'm getting something with that. With that, it was, and you know that movie, A Series of Unfortunate Events. I'm getting that movie. So a series of unfortunate events, and then I'm getting medication.
Okay.
So I don't. To me, that almost feels like it was accidental.
Okay.
But it. I mean, it could be something more nefarious, but that's what I'm getting.
Why would they want to kill him? What would be? Was he extremely liberal as a pope in his 33 days?
I don't think they wanted him in, and I feel this is a cold reading, very cold reading for me. So, but I feel there's some. I could probably say this about anybody that, but he was shady. There was some shady stuff. They were all caught up in shady stuff. He's the one that got in, and but I don't like Kim is picking up that it was an accidental death.
Well, I mean, it's a series of unfortunate events, and to me, it almost seems like either it was made to look like an accident or it was an accident.
Okay.
And something with medication. So medication.
And I got the medication too. That was that it got switched or something happened with some kind of drugs that got, and it was it affected his brain, but so the cards I got is the direction that he was going in was causing a lot of people to go a little crazy. And here's the medicine that you were talking about, and it was upside down. So that's why I was thinking that you have the bad injection there. There was an S-show around him that he was trying to stop, trying to calm things down, and somebody redacted him.
Right.
So when he was showing me the shady stuff, Danny, he was involved with the shady stuff, but he wasn't the shady one. He was trying to stop some shady stuff from going down. He was confronting issues that people hadn't confronted.
Yeah.
In fear because of death.
Well, certainly.
And it was in regards to money, because I do have the Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. So
okay.
He was, yeah. Interesting. This is interesting.
I never knew that that Pope John I, I hear of Pope John II a lot, but Pope John I, 33 days. Yikes.
That's very interesting.
Yikes.
Okay, so Mary says he was supposedly elected to go in and make some changes to the corruption. Okay, so that makes sense to him. He was showing me shady stuff. So I thought, I automatically thought he was involved. Look at me thinking everybody's involved in shady stuff.
When you look at me, do you see me involved in shady stuff? Okay, don't say anything. Don't. Sometimes I just ask too many questions, and that was one of them.
I keep getting him holding on to money, but it feels like release the money. But I feel like he's holding on to it. I don't know what that is, but it just feels like he's holding on to it, and it's like you need to let it go, but he won't let it go.
Oh,
He's holding on to it.
yes. Oh, he was being advised to let this issue lay, or don't push this issue.
Yeah.
You know what? He just was showing me, and this is for entertainment purposes only, but he's just showing me just the halls of the Vatican just being just blood flowing through the halls, like a lot of blood on people's hands there. But that's not what we're reading on. Anyways. Marby, thank you. Blessings to you. Yeah, so he
yeah, he saw a lot of the corruption. I mean, I was getting that too. And I got that he was, when he got there, that he was so surprised with what he actually was able to see from his new position. And I was just getting him being really shocked that, and I, you know, how he could act on that so quick in 33 days. I think I'd have to look into that a little more, but because I was just getting that he was just, you know, not happy with where the church was going. A lot of darkness in it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. You have more, Kim?
No, I was just I feel like when you said about the blood in the Vatican, it just felt like old to me.
Oh.
Like it goes like it's all the stuff that goes back and all the stuff that goes back.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of karma, I think, in the Catholic Church, to be honest. I think it's going to keep, you know, ebbing and flowing for them, because there's a lot of stuff. And, you know, it's like the United States, right? We have so much, we have a lot of baggage. And so we're always unpacking. It seems like it just keeps coming back around, you know?
Yeah.
Those old, like, Civil War energies, and those old, you know, those old energies that you think they're finally, you know, starting to go. And then here they come back up again,
right?
In some other form. And it's time to face it all. Get rid of it, face it, deal with it, and be done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they kicked Pelosi out. She can't take communion there anymore because of her stance on the abortion.
Oh, right. I do remember that. That's right.
They just did that the last couple of days. But it's
I mean,
that's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, how? Yeah. My mind is blown on that. Okay.
And is that the Archbishop in San Francisco that made that decision, or
it was the one in San Francisco who's
Wow.
Okay. Hi, Carrie. And Carrie G asks, will Biden get any backlash from Hunter's Ukraine issues?
Oh. Well, you know they're going to bring it up, and it's going to be there. So he is going to have to deal with it. It's just amazing that they're bringing that up after Jared gets $2 billion from Saudi Arabia.
I know, so ridiculous.
I'm like, really?
Right. Like, okay, so you're going to focus on that. But they always do that.
Yeah.
Hi, greeter, hugging you back.
And it shouldn't. I mean, I'm not. I think if you shouldn't have your family members working and making money off of your presidency, off of your position as a government official. But you do. So that happens. My Republican redneck, hillbilly redneck brother. Did I say redneck twice? He really is.
I don't think he said it at all. I don't think he said it at all.
He was talking about Hunter Biden and he was going, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. And I go, what have you done for your kids that, you keep giving them more opportunities and more opportunities instead of keeping them on their own 2 feet. Don't you think that that's kind of the same thing? He has no control over his kids now as far as what they do. So why would Joe Biden have any control over what his son does?
Right.
Exactly. And why would it? Why are they even trying to connect it to? For what reason? It's just bizarre. But yet, of course they're going to try to use any issue against him.
I feel like there is some. It's like they try, but there's bigger fish to fry. It's like they can't. It doesn't really compare with what else is going on at the time. So it's just like it doesn't really go anywhere, if that makes sense. It just kind of lays there, but they do try because they are them, and that's what they do.
That's what they do.
That is what they do.
Yeah, I got the same thing that it's so little in comparison to what else they'll be able to talk about.
Yeah, but they try.
Yeah,
because that's what they do. That's how they are.
Yeah. I do see that too, that they will try, but it's not going to go anywhere. It's not landing.
Right.
Yeah, not landing. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Not landing.
Okay. Yeah. Squirrel.
Squirrel. Exactly. Karen. Squirrel.
Squirrel. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's like the wall, or people coming over the border. It's like when they pull these things out when they need them, when it starts to get, their the old favorites. They start pulling out, and Hunter Biden is one of them. So they'll try.
Oh yeah.
Just like Hillary's emails and whatever else. So.
Well, and they just voted down. Speaking of the wall, didn't they just vote down Biden today? In regards to the federal judge blocked Biden's administration from lifting Title 42.
Title 42.
In regards to they put Title 42 up during Trump's administration, and they said due to health crisis, no one can come through if you're sent back, no matter why you're coming through.
Right.
And so they were trying to dismantle that, and it was shut down today. Just thought since we were talking about it, I would.
They don't want to do anything for the American people. They don't want to do anything. They just are there. All they do is obstruct. That's all they do.
Yeah.
It's so infuriating. And I just wish people would see it. We could get so much done. And so it would, things could be so much better.
Right. Right. And
So
even in my community, the people that I interact with who are Republicans, they do the same thing. And I find out that they don't want to talk about policy. They want to see if they can piss me off and they can get me mad.
Right.
They just switch the subject altogether. And, we'll be talking about the war in Ukraine and they'll go Hunter's laptop.
Right.
And I go, no.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that. So, yeah.
It is. It's a big game for them. It seems they don't care about people.
Right. And they do that in Congress too, which is, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're paying for you to have a salary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just become a priority for them to make liberals angry. That's all they care about. And it's like, it's so dumb. Yeah.
And we don't need to get sucked into that energy because we are going to change it. We are going to change it.
We're changing it.
Yeah, it's just the way it's like it's trying to fight against evolution. We're evolving, and we're going to keep evolving no matter what they can try. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So they can slow it down, but they can't stop it.
And
stop us.
We can look back over history and see those who came before us to push through change and progress. And they knew in their lifetime they weren't going to see it, but they knew they were part of that change. And that's what we need to grab onto.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Know that we are part of the change. We might not see it all in our lifetime, but we are part of that change. And so that is
right.
It's a good thing. Okay, Deb. Hi, Deb. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Don't even get me started on the baby formula thing. Living in Ohio. She says,
let's start you up. What do you mean? Why living in Ohio?
Oh, that's her name.
Oh, I'm so
you.
Confused. Aren't you in Colorado in a blizzard? And now you started living in Ohio.
How does living in Ohio make it worse? Yeah, no, but she just brought it up, so I just like, yeah. All right, back to Squirrel. So back to Deb Z. Will Republicans get any backlash for having the CPAC in Hungary? Huge red warning sign, isn't it?
Well. Backlash having the CPAC in Hungary.
Some reason I'm getting something with Putin, Russia, something with Russia involved, or I don't know, part of it or something. But that's coming in. Funneling money, something like that.
I'm not getting that they're getting in trouble so much. It's just a really bad look on them. That, why? But I didn't get the cards was there wasn't any bad cards with this. So, and I'm using a different deck, by the way. So,
So it should be working.
they should be.
You know what I was being shown, and I didn't understand it clearly. Old school Mariana, thank you so much. Blessings to you. You know, when you see those old boards where they're like, here's a picture, here's a picture, here's a picture, and they do the strings connecting.
Yeah, connect the dots kind of thing.
Yeah, connecting who's all involved and where they're at in their involvement. That's what they showed me. So it's one of these things on a board of many. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here with the string thing. They're looking at a lot of things. They're looking at many things that they had to do that connected overseas here.
Right.
You have Judgment and the Two of Wands there. So this isn't the only connection. Yeah, Hungary's one of, but there's many other things that also are connecting.
Right.
People will need to walk away, but you see this walking away, it's kind of on their own volition here. Like,
right.
Here's what's happening. This is what we have. You know, it would be best for you just to kind of walk away from this right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, it's going to back some of these people into a corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to light their tails on fire, isn't it?
Yeah. Dang. They're not going to, it's going to be a hard one to get out of, but I like you said, I'm not, it's just one of the many that.
Yeah. Right. And I don't get that it's going to come to light fast. It's going to be kind of slow, but it is going to come to light. It is going to be shown. And it is going to link them to a couple of different places as what you were saying. Because I don't know if you can read that. I got the World card and the linkage card together. I also got the World with the Moon. So there's some secrets that are going to be coming to light up here, and it's going to look unfavorably on their house. So it's not going to be, it's again, I don't see him like losing money or getting thrown in jail. It's just one of many links in the chain.
Yeah. And there's something about this not being what it seems. So it feels like you think it's this thing, or you think the money's here, but it's really over here. Like it seems like they've done something that they weren't supposed to.
Right.
So yeah, I think you guys are right, though. I think it will come to light.
Yep. Well, let's look at one more, you guys. Let's find one more here.
Yeah.
Make it a good one.
Make it
the best one ever.
They're all so good. Which
I
one?
know. Well, and there's so much right now. It's like there's so many.
I know.
So many things going on this week. Just this week was just a crazy, crazy week.
You know, and Jeanette was saying that there's so much corruption, just can't stand it. We don't have to look at it. We don't have to stay in there. We can glance at it and step away. We don't have to tap into that energy. We have control over our own emotions and tapping into that. I struggle with that. And I've struggled with that so much this week of not tapping, getting too close to the negative energy.
Right.
So, it's okay to step back and not be totally involved and totally sucked into it.
It's very good advice, and it's a good reminder to know what's going on, and then that's all you need to know. You don't have to get every single detail and and watch it for hours on end, and like you said, kind of get sucked down the rabbit hole. It's okay to just see and walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, limit it.
Limit it. Because as sensitive human beings as this community is, it's super, super easy for us to feel all the pain, and it's important for us to take care of ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. We have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to.
All right. James asks, when Trump goes down, will other world leaders like Boris Johnson, Viktor Orban, and others follow suit? Will there be like a domino effect? It's connected to those who... interesting question. Okay.
It's interesting because I've always felt like Putin and Trump would leave, either be busted or leave the earth around the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like when that happens, there is a complete change in the energy of almost like what we want and what we're looking for. And things there is like a domino effect around the world. And so, without having to go into every single leader, I do feel like it is going to kind of change how we choose our leaders and what we are looking for. It's almost like, well, we don't want to go through that again. So it's kind of like it changes the energy and the way people look at their own leaders and how they're just more careful in choosing who's in charge as a whole. And there is an energy shift that happens when I hate to say when they're gone or when they're out of the picture, but it does feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of have been kind of the culmination of these things that have been building and building and building. This greed, cruelty, corruption. They embody all of this stuff. This being mean and death. Just a lot of stuff that they've brought into up into our faces, and we've had to look at and deal with. And once they're gone, it's kind of like the energy clears almost. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that whole, it's like a cloak has been lifted.
Yeah. It's always felt like that. It's always felt like they would exit around the same time, and then kind of the energies, it almost starts to dissipate, and we're able to see clearly again. Yeah. Go right ahead.
When I was shuffling, this card flew out, and the question, when Trump goes down, will other world leaders follow suit? And I got this card, which is, it's hard to see. It's the world leaders card upside down. And I go, that's pretty much all I need to
right.
to throw on.
Card drop.
Yeah, right. It's boom, done. And there's a lot of anger. The house is upside down, and it just seems so alien to us, not in a good way.
Right.
It is going to have a domino effect. I'm not sure that everybody is going to be like in jail. I don't see Trump in jail. I see him slithering out. But as what you were saying, Kim, that it's just this domino effect of we're going to do better next time.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And I do feel the first card coming in for me is the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords comes after a Three of Swords event. So this is after, Trump goes down, right? So this is what's happening. We're kind of in that scene, or other world leaders are in that scene. But guess what comes while they're in this, like the aftermath of him going down? The Ten of Swords.
Ooh.
So yeah, I do see others coming down. I see a shift in the wheel where, and it was interesting, these cards, because look at that wheel. It doesn't look very, anyways, but I do see a shift in the wheel, and it's affecting across the ocean, world leaders across the ocean, and they are coming after, they will be dealt with.
Right.
And they're not going to be happy, but yeah.
Because these energies they brought in, like the Putin and the Trump and all his cronies and everything, it's old. It's old energy that's leaving the earth. It's been here and it's old, and it's like a last kind of gasp. But it's that old Hitler energy, that old Civil War energy, all of those, it's just like it's all kind of just been kicked up by these people reminding us of what we don't want to have happen again, or what we don't want to be. And then it will be kind of like a new era. A new era will begin.
Yeah. And I like what you said, because I literally, when you said that, I literally saw this cloak being lifted off the earth, basically. Like we've been under this so long.
Yeah, these energies have been here for a long time. They just
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But but they kicked them up, and now we're kicking them out. We're kicking them off.
In the boot.
We're done.
We're done with you.
We're done with you.
But until then.
Yes. Until then.
We got to vote. Let's link up, link arms. Let's vote. Let's pray. Let's send intention. And continue to create the change we want to see happen, and for the better.
For sure. Yeah. That like Danny was saying, that self-care of that, keep your mind clear, spirit clear, and take care of yourself. Definitely.
And keep your thoughts as positive as you can, because if you start going down into what they want us to think, new me or whatever, then we're just bringing more of that in, that old, Abraham law of attraction thing. Yeah. So as much as we can, we're always trying to keep our thoughts positive, even though they're not turning out right. We're creating the right. We're getting rid of the old and bringing in new.
Exactly.
And I'm glad I'm with you beautiful women, because I think it's this feminine energy that's coming in, and the old white guy energy is going out. So,
right.
Yay.
Yeah. And these young energies too, these younger people are very, very different than the people that are exiting, it's just completely different.
And a lot of times we hear that, those crazy kids, they're stupid, they're this, they're that, whatever. They are so invested in ways that are new, that rub us the wrong way. But it's time, at least for me, is to let them play, let them change it. Because certainly in the 60s, I thought we were going to change the world and not have any wars. And well, we didn't do a very good job. But
you started the movement. You know what I mean? That's what's so important. Like, don't stop because the mountain looks too big to push. Keep pushing, because you're making.
And there have been strides. It's just that it's, there have been this, since the 60s, civil rights movement, the, equal rights, a lot of things have happened. Roe, we need to protect that. It's, it's just that we can't, in a democracy, you can't ever take your eye off the ball. It's it's so critical to be involved and stay involved. And that's the truth of it. There's no easy way when it's a democracy. There's no easy way. It's all hands on deck.
Right.
Yeah.
Pam says she's married to an old white guy with a strong feminine side. He's great. Almost one of the girls. Yeah.
There are plenty of great men. And that's the thing is we're going to need men and women doing this. It's not going to be just women. It's going to be men helping as well.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty of woke men.
Woke men. So Melody is reminding us that Australia is voting today. So you guys, everybody can. Whew,
Yes.
It's morning for them today, for her right now. So.
Oh gosh, yeah. Good luck.
For the day for them.
Be thinking of Australia.
Yeah.
And yes, and Sandy says thank you. It's been a rough energy this week.
It has.
Yeah. So this is what's so great, Sandy, about this family coming together and being able to move through some of this energy and bring some light and also better understanding of what we can do. So
exactly.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Danny and Kim, for hanging out. Danny, thanks for coming on our playground.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Hope you come back. And
I will.
Be with us sometime. All right.
It was fun. Had a blast. And thanks everybody in the chat. Thank you for being here. Great questions. Great questions.
Thank you, everybody.
Hugging the whole family here. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon. All right. Blessings.
All right.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Peace and love.